starting up that virtual machine. But again, the virtual machine exists on backup storage. It does not exist on VMware storage. It exists on backup storage. So we're booting this virtual machine from backup storage. So what we're doing now is that we're going to take a look at that virtual machine and see what the console is actually doing.
So while George is taking us through this, it brings us to a concept that I think we can all start thinking about. The idea of a drag and drop data center, where the complexity of a data center becomes simplified enough between the storage, the networking, the virtualization, and the information that you could effectively move these across the country in different situations to protect your business.
Okay, so we have the Exchange server coming up. It's booting, it's running. What is essentially happening now is the Exchange server NetBackup is actually tricking VMware into thinking that our NetBackup storage is a data store. So it's actually tricking VMware into thinking that our NetBackup storage is actually storage that's associated with the the VMware server itself. So I click on this Exchange server. Now I'm logged into the vSphere client, and I click on this Exchange server, and we can see the Control-Alt-Delete. So essentially what this shows us is with Control-Alt-Delete is this shows us that the Exchange server is booted, and it took less than 2 minutes to boot this virtual machine. So essentially what has happened is we're doing a restore of the virtual machine. But again, remember I said we were turning this on its ear. So what is happening is we're actually booting the virtual machine first and then restoring the virtual machine. So typical restores would be where we would restore the entire virtual machine. That could take hours, and then boot it. So we just reverse that. So you can see that in less than 2 minutes, we booted that virtual machine, and it's fully accessible, 100% accessible to users.
That's something that could have taken 8 hours. It could have taken all afternoon.
Easily. Now, to prove that this is working, and to prove that this is such a great demo, you know, I mean, how's the demo going so far, Sean?
Good. You hit about my 90 seconds. You went a little long.
Okay. So 90 seconds to boot 1 terabyte of data. So why don't we do this? Let's log into your email and see if it's up and running. What do you say?
Check it out.
So let me get rid of this clock here. Okay, so go ahead.
Got me all set to go. I don't have to type in front of a crowd of people. That's good.
So let's see if this is working. There you go. That's it.
All right, it's loading up. So the time it would have taken to carry that server here from just down the hall, we've actually recovered a full terabyte over the network.
I sent an email previous to
Nice.
maybe help. So,
What do you think? Did George get his demo in around that 90 seconds?
Yeah, it's all right.
thank you. So Sean, audience.